Hello guys, in this video I am going to discuss about the folder structure of Angular application. So this will be the chapter 2 of Angular applications video series. So I am going to continue the same video from the chapter 1. So here is the complete project, okay, what I am going to uh, go through in this video. So before proceeding, I would like to request you please go ahead and subscribe the channel so that you will keep getting the notification, okay, for my video. Okay, so yeah, let's start. Okay, so here you can see we need not to take care of this because these are the conversion. I mean Babel, it is working or using it for converting the TypeScript codes into JavaScript. Okay, here we have the VS Code configurations here, and this is node modules. We also not to think about it. Okay, and here is the source folder. So this is the main folder in which our whole code will resides. Okay, so for example, you can see I had created here a new component by using the command. So whenever we will create a new component here in Angular, then it will have like these four separate files. Okay, and these files will be generated automatically. So this will be the CSS file. That means whatever the class, I mean CSS, what we are going to use will be included here, and this will be dedicated with this component only. And you can see this is the like basically the basic HTML tag. So we can just write normal HTML tags here to to create any design. Okay, and here you can see this is the TypeScript. So whatever we want to manipulate on this HTML, I mean, or this component.html file, we need to write down here as in TypeScript, and we can manipulate all those data and also the uh, structural designs from here this TypeScript file.ts file. Okay, and this is the supporting file you can see for like for TypeScript with the HTML, or we can see. So basically we don't have to do anything here. Okay, so we just need to take care of these three things. One with the TypeScript, second one is the HTML, and third one is the designing. So this will be directly connected with this HTML file, and this will be with the TypeScript file. Okay, and you can see here we are using directive of component. So here we are specifying that for template URL we are going to use this HTML file, and for style URL we are going to use this as CSS file. Okay, and this is the like event of ng on init. So yeah, this is the place where we can go ahead and write down the our functionality or the code what we are going to write. Okay, and other than that, these files are like if I will close it, then you can see this is the app routing module which is already given here by Angular. Okay, we will discuss it later on detail how it's working and everything. Okay, and this is the root CSS file of this complete application, you can see, and this is also the root HTML file of this like application. Okay, and here you can see these are the CSS here added in the HTML. You can see this is a style tag, and basically it is starting with the style tag, and you can see here the content below is the only placeholder and can be replaced. So that means we can replace this complete file according to our choice to maintain or to design something. Okay, so here is the this is the style. Let me minimize it, and from this after style you can see it is having the div. That means it is starting from div. That means this is not the root HTML page. Okay, so here that the root HTML page is basically here. You can see this is the index.html. So this is the main HTML file. You can see here HTML. This is for heading. Okay, and this is the body, and inside body you can see this is the app root. Here we don't have anything, but whatever we will do here uh, in this app component.html file, it will be connected. You can see this is the app root file basically. So it will be connected here in index.html inside this app root. Okay, that will come here at this place. inside the body. Okay, let's see the next file. Here its related file, you can see this is basically the primary component, or we can say this is the root component, which is app component.html, and its related file is component.css, and again its related file is um, TypeScript file. Here it is the TypeScript file. Okay, and here as you can see here, we can also change the title from here. Okay, for the application. Okay, and now these are the gift configurations. These are the product like environment configurations. Okay, and this is the main TypeScript file of this application. Okay, so this is also some TypeScript. We need not to bother about it. We need to think about it. This is the root style CSS style file here. Okay, and it will be, if you can see, in the main dot ts. Actually you don't have anything here. Oh, but you check here maybe. Yeah, here it is also not having any configurations here. Okay, okay, and here you can see we have app.component.css. That means this is the file which is connected here. Okay, other than that, this is the editor configuration. That means Visual Studio configuration. This is git ignore file what we don't want to post into the git during the chicken. This is the basically that configuration. Okay, and this is the project configuration. This is the TypeScript configuration basically. That means when we are going to create a build, then what kind of like type a JavaScript code it will convert. So you can see this will be the output directory. That means at the root we don't have right now any dist folder, then it will create a dist folder, and inside that this folder, inside this .tsc folder, we will have the all JavaScript code for publishing on the web server actually. Okay, and here we are saying that it should follow the strict conversion for TypeScript into JavaScript. Okay, and these are also basically all the configurations here. And here as well you can see target is here. I mean ES 2020, that means ECMAScript 2020, which is the latest one, what it is going to follow for to generate a JavaScript codes. Okay, and if I talk about the project configuration, then that thing you can find here in the package.json file. That means it is for to, if you need to start in the development environment, we'll do npm start, so it will run the command ngserve automatically. Okay, or we can directly just type the ngserve, then again it will do the same thing. And this is the build, so it will basically create a production build of this application. Okay, this is watch. That means we just want to keep watching any changes which is being done, and then it will compile automatically. And if you want to run test cases, then we need to run this npm run test command, then it will run this ng-test to run the test cases only. And here you can see in the Angular we have also the test cases here. You can see this is the default test case which is created already here. Okay, so basically these are the main files with which we are gonna deal. Okay, or we need to take bother about it. Okay, so now let's move uh, to the next section, which is the folder structure, which we already discussed. Now we will discuss a component, and I think, oh yeah, component we already discussed, like what are the components, what are the files inside it. Okay, so now the next thing is to create a new component. So basically how we will create a new component. Okay, let's see how we can create it. Okay, let me open here Chrome, and here we are going to follow uh, Angular. So basically you can see here how we can create the component. So this is a document given by the Angular documentation here, you can see by Google. So what we need to do here, we just need to go ahead and run this command to create a new component by using the CLI. Okay, so this is the command ng generate component and then component name. Okay, so let me just follow the same thing here. So I will go to Visual Studio Code here, and let me first delete here ng component, new component basically. Okay, and I will click here, move to trace. Okay, now you can see it's removed from here, and now I will uh, type the command to generate, and the command was ng generate component. Okay, and you can see currently I am inside my app folder. If I type ls here, so you can see this is a complete folder structure file in which we are right now. Okay, this is my app. Inside my app we are currently present here in the terminal. Okay, so now let's move, let's type here ng generate. Okay, and then component and the component, and here I'm going to name it here test component. Okay, and let me hit here enter, and now you can see it's creating it, and it's basically created here the component with the name of test component. So you can see here this folder is already created, and it is having its 4 files which is required. Okay, which we generally follow here the structure to create a component. Okay, so like this you can create the component just by using this simple command ng generate component and then the component name what you want to keep. Okay, and there is other way as well which you can use, like you can see here uh, creating component manually. So you can go ahead, I am leaving it for you guys to go ahead and try it at in your scene or in your project. Okay, so there it's basically again the same thing, like just create a new component.ts file. Okay, and then you will need to add these directives manually what is added here by default. You can see here that if I go the ts file, then these are added by default, and these things you need to add manually. The component one, okay, then css file, then everything, the html file. So everything you need to add manually, and also in the end you need to export the class. Okay, you can see it is already exporting. Okay, so yeah, this is for creating the component. Okay, so I hope you guys got some idea about how we can just go ahead and uh, create a new component inside the Angular. Okay, so I hope you also got the idea about the folder structure. Okay, how it's being created by the Angular. Okay, so yeah, that's all guys in this video. I hope you got some useful information from it. Okay, so yeah, that's all. Great, thank you, and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Bye bye.